the invisible monks. I can talk about the invisible monks. Yeah. So the invisible monks are a tradition going back a long time. They're talked about by saints, and they're the monks that live up on the in the outer reaches of Athos, where very few people go. And there's mention of them in many of the ascetic texts. And so I would say it's absolutely true. I would say that there's plenty of witnesses to it, that they're still probably existing, although you don't know. These witnesses go back decades and decades to some of the monks that are in the Athonite Fathers volume that we published. They're mentioned by St. Paisius, they're mentioned by others. And they were in Kelia, or in monasteries. They departed, they lived in the wilderness of Athos between, let's say, Agiana and the Peak. And they would come occasionally to certain virtuous monks for divine liturgy and for Holy Communion. And they would appear, and there's one story of them appearing to a particular monk. They would come for a long time, several of them, 3, 4 of them, I forget the number. And they said, do not tell anyone about our, that we exist. And eventually he ended up saying something to someone, and without there being any physical, natural way of them knowing that he said something, they appeared the next time and said, this will be the last time that we come to you. And they disappeared and never came back. So that's, I think we were talking about 1950s for that story.